All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier iHypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. And of course, a very warm welcome to all of you who are tuning in to our special podcast, our curated podcast, the iHypnosis Life Coaching Journeys. This is, of course, your podcast designed to serve you, especially as healers and coaches out there. And we make it a point to find amazing healers and coaches who have already begun this journey, people who have already, maybe walked a couple more paces or maybe several miles before you began, with the intent that you can hear their stories, you can be inspired by them, and of course, believe once again that you truly are chosen and that you're meant to be here, just as our guest today. Of course, I'm talking about Ravi Garg. And of course, Ravi, this is your cue. You can turn on your camera. And firstly, a warm welcome. Good to have you here, Ravi.
Yeah, thanks, Rahul, for inviting me to this wonderful podcast. And you are doing a great job
Thank you.
for inviting speakers from all facets of life and giving them a platform to share their knowledge, information with all of
Right.
the people. Thank you.
Beautiful. Right. So I'm, of course, looking forward to hearing, your story and
Yes,
like we as being in this space of healing and coaching, we now are familiar with the concept of the hero's journey. So before
yes,
we embark on this hero's journey with you today, maybe we'll
yes,
start at the present moment. And so, Ravi,
yes.
when someone asks you, so Ravi, what do you do?
So I literally transform the personal finances of the busy
Ah,
working professionals who
nice.
always procrastinate in planning their money and managing their money
Wow.
because we have never been taught on how to manage the money in schools,
Hmm.
in college,
Hmm.
or either in office also. We've been always taught that please get good marks, be
Hmm.
a topper in the school, in the college, so that you will get a good job, you will get a good income.
True.
But after getting that income, how to manage,
Yes.
no one has taught us.
So true. So true. I love that. And I'm glad that you're here today to share and to not only share your life story, but also inspire people because, something that I always make it a point to remind people, even in our own community, is that, until money is no object, money is the object, especially as
Yes.
healers and coaches. A lot
Yes.
of times we tend to forget that. We get so wrapped up and so, um, you know, it's like overflowing with gratitude for the work that we get to do, but we
Yes.
forget about pesa, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
I'm really looking
Absolutely.
forward to hearing not only what you do, of course, we'll go deeper into what you do, the kind of programs you're running currently. But like I said, as promised, I think it's really important to understand how did you get here? Because today, when you're talking about this, there's a certain confidence, there's a certain knowing, there's a certain
Yes.
clarity, which, no matter how many courses one does, no matter, how many programs and communities that we've been in, a lot of what you're speaking from, and I can sense this, comes from experience, right? So you've
Yes.
probably been on many journeys and you've, had lots of hits and misses, but along the way you've learned, and that's where experience truly is the ultimate master. So I'm looking
Yes.
forward to, and I'm sure people who are watching this live and who will be watching this later, uh, I know that they will learn, they will be inspired. So whenever you're ready, you can take us on this journey, going as far back as you want to give us a sense of like what was that journey for you to get here? What was that journey, and what were the twists and the turns and the highs and the lows that you experienced to get here?
Sure. Sure. So first we set the intention
Mm,
of anyone who is watching this that they should master their money by
mm,
managing it properly.
mm,
Because even if you watch it 1 month, 1 year, 10 year down the line, money will be still very much important.
Correct.
and lots of issues come up in the life because of the mismanagement of the money. And
Mm.
if we start manage money properly,
Mm-hmm.
then 99% of our issues will be solved.
Mm. Mm.
And my journey started in at the age of 11 when I first invested in the stock market.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been 30 years I have been investing in stock market,
Amazing.
but I didn't treat this stock market as a investing paradise till
Mm.
last 10 years back. So what was
Amazing.
happening, like I was starting to invest in stock market, understanding the game, but I was so much driven by the greed that I gone on to the derivatives and the future and option
Got it.
thing. I
Wow.
used to earn money in the cash market by properly studying the stocks, investing the stocks,
Right.
and getting the money.
Mm.
But then I got into the derivatives and I lost it all. So this happened for three
Amazing.
times, three cycles. I have seen this,
Wow.
but after completing the three cycle, I got to know that no, this is not the right thing. I
Right.
have to change my game and I had to move to a investor thing like Warren Buffett does. So this is the
Mm.
headline, this is the synopsis.
Beautiful.
So my story starts at the age of 11 when I
Mm-hmm.
started to invest with one share of Dr. Reddy. 30 years
Wow.
back, I still remember that that time the price was 2200. I had bought two shares of
At that point,
2200
the
at that
price
time
was
till
2200. You're talking 30 years, the time, the price was 2200 30 years back. Wow.
30 years back. Yes.
Wow.
And it was like two shares I bought for 4400 at that time. So that
Huh.
4400 means in today's term mean it will be around 50,000, 55, fifty
Correct.
thousand.
Correct.
And this I had done after comparatively doing the research and the I was so it started with reading newspapers. So I was
Mm.
reading four newspapers at that time: Economic
Hmm.
Times and the Business Standard, and the
Ravi,
Financial Express and the Mint.
beautiful. Ravi, I have to pause you here because normally when we do this, guess give us like a flow, but there's something very unique about your story. So even before we spend 10 minutes to come back to this point, if I may, could you go a little before this? Because not every 11-year-old thinks of reading four papers, correct?
Yes.
So I'm sure there was a story behind what truly, what as a 10, 11, or even a younger person, what inspired you to say, not only that I'm going to read the newspaper, not one, not two, but four newspapers. So what was that story? Because that I feel is there are like gems in there.
Yes. So I was reading the newspaper from class one or two itself, normal newspapers,
Wow.
normal. My grandpa used to
Got
get
it.
it one Hindi newspaper. Then on my request, he started to do the subscription for an English newspaper.
Wow.
So Times of India and Hindustan Times, these two newspapers used to come, and I was
Amazing.
reading it on a daily basis from class second, third onwards.
Wow.
But as I had a bent of mind, I belong to a typical Baniya family where money is in the blood
Right.
and money is discussed 24 into 7
Right.
in the at the dining table, at the breakfast, at the lunch. Every time money is discussed and money,
Right.
and to understand money, what is the better? So at that time there was no news channels, there
Correct.
was no WhatsApp, there was no
Correct.
Facebook,
Correct.
no YouTube, nothing was there.
Beautiful.
So
Yeah.
only source of medium was newspapers.
Correct.
So people say that everything happens for a reason. So one day there
Mm.
was a promotional offer which was happening, like the newspaper vendor had delivered the Economic Times with the Times of India.
Got it.
So I read it, and my insight, inner thing, inner genius started to, oh my God, what is this? Was I was wondering, this
Wow.
is the information I was looking for.
Right.
Then it started with Economic Times, and 2 months later, I got to know that there is one more paper, Business Standard, and
Mm.
3 months later, it come to know that there is one more. So I asked my grandfather that please order all
Oh,
these four newspaper, and he happily agreed to do it
amazing.
because he and we used to chit and chat and discuss for 2 to 3 hours after I come back from the school, after I complete my lunch at 2 3 p.m. From
Mm.
3:30 p.m. to 6:30, 7:30
Wow.
p.m. We used to discuss on endless topics on the economy, on the politics, on the geo international thing. At that
Amazing.
time, balance of payment crisis was happening during the 92,
Right.
93, 4, 5
Right.
period at that time. So
Mm.
I got to know all these things like from the horse's mouth. So he has
Right.
experienced it himself.
Correct.
So although that experience from my grandfather,
Right.
I got to grab it, and plus the help of the newspaper. So I was thinking that yes, pharma industry will go in a boom because of
Wow.
the demand of the
Huh.
population and all that. So I
Mm.
thought let's start with the number one company, Dr. Reddy, and
Mm.
I got in. I invested at 2,200, and I sold it at 3,000 rupees.
Mm.
So 800 into 2, 1,600 profit.
Right.
And at that time also I bought a video game for 500 rupees, and then I saved the remaining amount, and then I bought another. So,
Right.
so because this was my first trade, so that's why I
Mm.
still remember vividly.
Correct.
After the second trade, third trade, fourth
Of
trade
course.
happened. So my school journey was continued. My
Mm.
stock market trading continued.
Wow.
Then I do the business. So I wanted to do the BBA, but
Mm.
I didn't get it in the BBA.
Mm.
So then my second choice was journalism.
Okay.
So I got into journalism
Uh-uh.
after completing 2 years. So the course was for 3 years. After
Right.
completing 2 years, I got into Z business.
Wow.
January 2005 was the
Mm.
launching date of the Z
Mm.
business. 4th December 2004, I got into as an intern in Z business as
Amazing.
a as a
Right.
founding staff of the Z business.
Right. Yeah.
So I worked there for 1.5 months. After at around February 2005, my
Uh,
2 months internship was about to complete, and I was about
correct.
to say that okay, say that yes. So,
Mm.
I gone to the channel head and said,
Mm.
okay, sir, my time period has been completed, and now
Huh.
today is my last day, and I will go back to my
Huh.
college.
Huh.
Who asked you to go back?
Wow.
I have just completed 2 years of
Correct.
my journalism.
Correct.
Third year was still remaining.
Correct.
My channel head says, who asked you? तुम्हें किसने बोला है जाने के लिए? You are
Amazing.
permanent and you continue your work, and I will talk with HR, and they will do the formalities and all that.
Wow.
So at the age of 20 years, 4 months, I guess,
Mm.
I got my first job at the prestigious channel called Z
Mm.
Business.
Mm.
And at that time, only CNBC Awas was there, and only
Mm.
CNBC was there. No
Mm.
other competition was there. After
Correct.
that, NTTV Profit, Times,
Correct.
ET Now and all those channels come
Correct.
up.
Correct.
And this was my passion.
Mm.
Stocks.
Right.
Business journalism was my niche. I wanted to
Right.
do the business journalism.
Correct.
And I want to do the stocks specifically.
Right.
So I was doing all sort of thing which in the background goes to run a channel.
Mm.
And at the age of 21 or 21 and a half, 22
Mm.
years, I was leading a team of 15 technical people who was double
Wow.
of my age. Who was double
Wow.
of my age. I used to
Mm.
command all the people, okay, you have to do this graphics, you have to do this phone call, you have to do this ad commercial break, you have to take on to this call. I used to manage two anchors, one from Delhi, one from Mumbai.
Wow.
So we had a
Mm.
studio in Noida. So
Mm.
one anchor used to sit here and one anchor used to sit in Marine Drive, Mumbai studio.
Huh.
So I used to manage everything.
Mm.
But somehow my inner calling was saying, यार ये what will happen in 10 15,000 job? कुछ नहीं होगा इसमें.
Huh.
So you have to go for a bigger game.
Right.
So I left that job in 2007,
Mm.
and I started to do full-time trading on
Mm.
screen-based laptop.
Wow.
I made amazing
Mm.
amount of money in just 6 months. Again, derivatives.
Mm.
I was doing cash market trade on
Mm.
phone through my father, like पापा ये
Right.
buy कर लो, पापा ये sell कर लो, and all that.
Huh. Huh.
But once I got into the laptop screen trading, rates are
Huh.
fluctuating in front
Huh.
of me. I used to
Huh.
do so many trades, and I got so much amount of money. But in January 2008, I lost it all.
Right. Mm.
Then it was again learning for me.
Mm.
In 2009, I started my sub-brokership. Earlier,
Mm.
like nowadays, we just open the app and we just
Correct.
open a open a demat account just by
Correct.
doing some clicks. Earlier,
Mm.
it was a very tedious process. We have
Mm.
to sign a 45 page document, and I used to go to my client's home, sign that document, fill that document, and send it to the
Right.
broker's head office in Mumbai,
Huh.
and then the account gets opened. So
Mm.
I was having around 250, 300 account at one point of time in 2000,
Wow.
started in 2009, continued till 2012, 13,
Mm.
had a 300 account at one point of time, 3 to
Mm.
4 lakh revenue at one point of time.
Mm.
But in 2013,
Mm.
when India had a 2G scam, coal scam, Commonwealth
Mm.
Games scam, policy paralysis, India is going nowhere, stock market was going down, I was not getting new clients, and everything was going down.
Mm.
I thought I thought this will not happen again. This will
Right.
not market will not rise again, and I was not getting the revenue.
Mm.
So at that time, I didn't had any mentor. I didn't had
Mm.
any coach, any guide, any mentor, any person to help me to
Mm.
tell me, hold on, stay
Mm.
on,
Mm.
it will bounce back.
Mm.
May 2013, I closed my sub-brokership,
Right.
surrendered,
Huh.
right? September 2013, Modi ji was announced as the PM candidate.
Right.
Since then, market have not looked at those levels at all, right?
Mm.
And that was the biggest regret, biggest mistake of my life. I will
Mm.
give you another example. I
Mm.
started my sub-brokership in April 2009.
Right.
Okay. Zerodha. Everyone knows about Zerodha,
Mm.
the largest
Mm.
broker in the India right now.
Mm.
They started their journey in September 2010 as a sub-broker only.
Wow.
So had I not
Right.
closed that sub-brokership, my life trajectory would have been totally different till now.
True.
And
True.
today I would have been a broker, or I would have been living but a different life. That anything. So I joined a job.
Mm.
I continued to work there in till 2019 and 20 and
Mm.
all that. Then I switched the company.
Mm.
So my offline journey with clients interaction on Saturday,
Mm.
Sunday, weekends was continued.
Mm.
Then COVID happened
Mm.
and everything moved to online. But
Right.
the work which I am doing right now, how it started to do it?
Mm.
What is the starting point?
Correct.
In 2019, I was about to go on a business project for 6 months
Okay.
and just to US
Mm.
for 6 months. And just before the incident, I got an accident. I had an accident and I was on bed for
Wow.
4 to 5 months, and I was on
Wow.
LWP, no salary, no leaves, nothing. And
Mm.
at that time, though I was investing in stocks, but I was
Huh.
not following the financial management.
Mm.
There is a whole lot of difference between investing in stocks and mutual funds and having the financial prudence to do the
Mm.
right retirement of right amount of planning to do
Huh.
it. So I had two home loans, two personal loans, one car loan, one gold loan, two, three credit card loans, all sort of loans which you can imagine.
Mm.
And at that time, I didn't had any money
Wow.
due to the accident. And
Oh.
that was the starting point. That was the turning point of my life where Manga, this is not done. This cannot be continued forever.
Mm.
This is not the right way to manage the life and everything. So from then, I cut down on my debts. I cut down on my liabilities.
Mm.
I systematically reduced all my loans one by one by one by one by one. And
Mm.
last just to update you, 2 months back, I paid all my loans after five
Wow.
years of relentless efforts.
Amazing.
And I got debt free after 20 years.
Wow. Wow.
I was in continuous debt. Since my first salary, I was in
Mm.
debt. Why? Because अब तो regular income आ रही है. So let's do some shopping.
Huh.
Let's do some credit card.
Mm.
Let's go for some high ticket purchase. So salary was coming and EMI was going. So from
Mm.
2005 till 2025, from for last 20 years, I was constantly living under the life of under the debt burden, and now I feel so much relieved that
Mm,
I don't have any debt,
mm,
and that's what
amazing.
I am helping and suggesting to all the people
Mm,
watching this, listening this, that people say good debt always pays you. I say there is no good debt or bad debt. Debt is
mm,
a debt.
mm,
Once you don't have the debt on your head, na, your whole
mm,
psychology, your whole uh, wiring of the brain gets
mm.
totally changed. Right now,
Right.
I'm understanding, I'm experiencing it. I am
Yeah.
feeling much more uh, relieved. I am feeling much more liberated of all the
Mm,
debts,
mm.
and it is totally next level of experience.
Yeah. Beautiful. I have to say, Ravi, I won't be surprised if you not too not too long from or like soon enough from this point on, you send me a message at some point saying, "Ha, I just wrapped up a TED talk or a TEDx talk." Because I was just for a second looking at the timer, and it literally was like traveling with you through the and intuitively I said, walk us through the highs and the lows. I had no idea this was your story. It's so powerful. I'm literally like getting goosebumps right now. It's beautiful, right? And you've talked about something that is so fundamental to us as human beings, where we live in this world where money money really does have a lot of impact on people, their decisions, their ideas, their ideologies, everything one way or the other gets shaped by having it or not having it, and
Yes,
by having it and losing it. But in your story, what perfect timing that we have reached that point where it is I had it, I lost it, and now I have it again, right? So it literally
yes,
came at the right time. And of course, at the time of this recording, we are on the day of Buddha Purnima, so it becomes even more of a, it's like the lesson, what let's say the master was the lesson, or the lesson was the master, right?
yes,
And I'm sure there are people, who will reach out to you and thank you for, sharing with such emotion and with so much of authenticity, being so real and raw. And I won't be surprised if this becomes one of those those moments. And this is the thing, you cannot predict it now, but it's a
yes,
sense, right? So
yes,
I really, we're literally just at the beginning of our pod, but I really do wish you uh, you know lots and lots of success, and that your story goes out to so many people, because to be able to talk about the pain, the you know the being in that cycle for 20 years, it's not easy, right? But
yes,
you are here, literally standing as testament that अगर मैं कर सकता हूं तो आप भी कर सकते हो. It's not कोई भी,
yes.
whoever's listening, it's like that's
All
the message.
all took 5 years of relentless efforts. That's
That's
it.
right. That's right. And just to add here, and sometimes that's the reason why I love, and I feel very blessed that I get to do this, because to the outside world they may see it as 5 years, even though you're saying it
Yes,
took 5 years. It was literally 20 years in the making,
yes,
right? It was
yes,
all those
absolutely.
decisions, all those maybes, should be's, could be's, but eventually
Yes,
something clicked for you, and
yes,
here you
yes,
are, standing as proof that anything is possible.
yes,
Really, really
absolutely.
beautiful. So I'm just going to hold this space for a moment before we go into the next segment, because it's very, very powerful, right?
Thank you, thank you.
Amazing, amazing. And that's why I must say this also. I feel extremely lucky that this pod is sort of like a window into people's soul, and that I get to be there as someone who's traveled with you through. And I was amazed when you said like age 10, age 11, or it sounds like it was even before that. That I get to be witness to this, and this is just the beginning. Like they say, ye to shuruaat hai, right? Picture to abhi baki hai mere dost. So let's take this beautiful energy and we'll go a slightly different tangent, because now we know sort of like what is the hero's journey and what were those moments. Of course, we can go deeper because I'm sure there would have been, even more specific things that you would have picked up along the way. And I'm sure at some point we can tap into that. Or maybe we can do a part two, who knows? But, if people reach out saying, yes, I want a part two, like to us, I know that's testament because there's so much more that we can unpack here. But from
Yeah,
a sort
absolutely.
of broader sense, right? So like you said, you got till from, around just before COVID, and then those 5 years of, relentlessly working through and getting to this point. Let's for a moment go to a slightly different tangent, which is when you started to understand that, okay, not only am I doing this for myself, but that there is a lesson in this, right?
Yes.
Walk us through what was that journey where you realized that not only do you have a story, but there is a lesson in this that you can impart, right? What was
Yes.
that, maybe that transition, or what was that journey for you? Because from your story, it doesn't sound like you saw yourself as a teacher throughout, right? Some people have like a teacher story, which means teacher or a guru. Basically, it's like someone who was sort of granted that enlightenment, and then they just grew into it, and then they kept imparting more and more and more. But interestingly, and I'm curious to know what was your story, like how did that, because as you said when you began, you are a coach today and you work with people in this really important domain of money. So what
Yes.
was that like? How did that happen?
Okay. So, as I was changing my personal finance story, I was
Mm,
able to relieve all the debts one by one by one. People start to know about, lots of
mm,
colleagues, lots of friends started to know about this, that yes, I'm changing my thing, and I started to get referrals also. So I helped one person to change to change the come out of the debt, to change his personal finance story. Then he referred to someone else.
mm,
Then I changed some other person's story. So
mm.
I was just was doing free all these years from 2013 till 2021. I was doing it
Wow.
free. I was not
Mm,
charging it at all. I
mm,
was just doing that, okay, and I was helping people to earn money from by investing in stocks and all that,
mm.
and I was not charging at all. So I already had a good fan following, you can say it, that
Correct.
yes, Ravi
Correct.
is a good person to go for the
Huh.
advice,
Huh.
and I was doing it free and I was doing it offline.
Correct.
After COVID, when people were stuck with the money issues, no
Correct.
salary, debt
Correct.
issues, and I was continuously helping one by one by one by one
Mm,
for that. But then I thought that I'm doing it, but people are not valuing it because I'm
mm.
doing it free.
Correct. Correct.
And I was like, I am giving my full energy 1 hour, 2 hour. Like sometimes session used to go till 2 hours, 2.5 hours also.
Mm.
And I was not getting any money for it. I was not
Correct.
charging anything.
Correct.
Then I started with a small amount of 499. Okay, like it's not, it's let you will value. It's not about that I'm charging some
Correct.
amount. It's about that you will pay some attention. So there is this
Mm.
famous quote from Zig Ziglar that people
Mm.
who pay money pay
Pay
attention.
attention.
People who pay attention take action, and people who take
Correct.
action get the results. And
Get
I
results.
added one more line here. People who get the results will get the further momentum to take action.
Beautiful. Mm.
So since then 499. So then I started to charge higher, and that people come to me. Still now I am not doing
Mm.
any ad. All what is whatever the clientele, whatever the
Mm.
people I have got is word of mouth, through referrals,
Mm.
through everything. So I am following the zero dha model only. Zero dha from last 25, from last 15 years, from 2010 till 2025,
Mm.
have not spent a single penny on ads. It has grown through word of mouth only, by
Mm.
referring from one person to the other.
Mm.
And same model I am following. And I started to share my journey on LinkedIn also.
Nice.
So मैं चलता गया, karma बढ़ता गया,
Huh.
लोग जुड़ते गए, and
हाँ,
that what was the thing. So
हाँ,
I started to continue to help people. People
hmm,
continue to refer to me. I
hmm,
started to share these stories on LinkedIn. People
hmm.
continue to contacted me on LinkedIn, and now I'm on that thing that where my whole calendar is remain booked for the whole month. Like
Nice.
full month, my calendar is remain booked, and I give the slots only for three, like 2 to 3 weeks after that,
Ah,
because
brilliant.
my whole calendar is booked.
Beautiful. Amazing. Wow. I'm telling you, it's a you're really onto something. And, this is
Thank you.
one of the blessings that I have also received over a period of time that I can, it's like uh, there's this movie called The Recruit with Al Pacino. And there's this line from the movie where he says, I'm a scary judge of character. I'll go one step further, which is I'm a very scary judge of energy. And there's something about you which, it's like you said, if you had held on for a year, your story would be different.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
still have not yet stepped into that, but it's just a matter of time. Because,
Okay.
when everything aligns, and this,
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen this over the last couple of years, this is that phase
Yes.
of alignment, right? Where
Yes.
more and more people
Absolutely.
are, actually actively, openly asking, right? They need
Yes.
help. They realize they need
Yes.
help, which is what happened during
Yes.
COVID. And now
Yes.
people are bina soche, they're asking for help, right?
Yes.
And your
Yes.
story it's like an endless, you know, uh, literally like Mahasagar. It's an endless ocean of inspiration. And you
Okay.
yourself are, literally you emanate that. So, like I said, I won't be surprised if pretty soon people, if they haven't already, that you will be doing something to that effect. In fact, maybe this is a perfect segue to understand from you, because we're talking, of course, in this on this pod we talk to healers and coaches.
Yeah.
Give us a sense of this animal called the funnel.
Hmm.
Obviously, when you were working, I'm guessing you had not heard of funnels, right?
So I know about funnels. Yeah.
Okay. What I mean is, like, let me say it differently then. What was your
Hmm.
first experience with funnels? Like, when did you understand that there is this thing called a funnel? कब से वो शुरू हुआ?
So for me, building relationship was
हाँ,
much more important
हाँ,
than seeing that person as a
right,
customer or as a lead
right.
magnet or as a
Hmm,
funnel
hmm,
builder.
hmm.
My whole philosophy was how I can alleviate this person's life,
Correct.
how I can increase and increase his life's experience
Hmm,
and transform his life, at least
hmm,
uh, transform his personal finances.
hmm,
So because I wanted to transform his whole life, that's why I had done that life transformation from Tony Robbins also.
hmm.
So last year I completed that also,
Huh,
because it was not uh, to impress someone else. It was to
correct.
change first my own thinking,
Hmm,
and through my thinking, my help, I can change others' thinking.
beautiful.
Because we it happens like I used to change their external finance story. Like, sir,
Hmm,
you do this,
correct,
and your EMIs will be reduced, right?
correct.
But their inner wiring was, there was a classic example. I
Hmm,
have eliminated all the debts
huh,
of one client,
huh.
and people were that client used to get a good amount of salary, and I asked him to invest in a certain portion of
Hmm,
asset. He said, वो सैलरी बच रही थी, so I thought, why not to take a personal loan, and EMI उसमें चली जाएगी. So now I am going on a vacation, which was not
wow.
required at his age, at this juncture for
Hmm,
him,
hmm,
and not at all.
hmm.
But लोगों की inner wiring is like that. If salary is getting spared, amount is getting spared, then it has to be put into EMI.
Correct.
So that's where I got the idea that I have to do this life transformation, and
Hmm,
I need to do this inner transformation and the inner rewiring of the brain of the clients, and
hmm.
that's how everything is setting it out. And my whole purpose is that I just want to change the
Mm.
whole psychology,
Mm.
the inner psychology of money.
Mm.
People are not managing their money properly. That's it. That
Right.
is the number one. And they are
Mm.
continuously procrastinating. They are thinking that we can manage the money later on, after 10 years,
Right.
15 years. And they are
Mm.
not realizing the amount of wealth they are
Mm.
destroying
Mm.
by just not putting the money at the right time, at the right opportunity.
Right. Mm. I love that. I can see you fired up, and that, like I said, you're so passionate about it. It's really amazing to hear and to feel that energy, live. So, like I said, and that's what I meant about the funnel. When I said the funnel, what I meant was that through your own experiences of trial and error, especially, when today we talk about coaching, um, you may see, and we've all been there. Like you said, you've done Tony Robbins program. I'm sure, and you can share with us also. Like over these last couple of years, if you've attended programs, you've learned, let's say, what is a funnel, how does it work? Then you design funnels. You run a funnel. It works for a while. Then it doesn't work. Then you go another funnel, and then another funnel, and then until you get to that point where eventually you find that magic sauce, right? That secret sauce. कि ये हमेशा, it's like people just feel compelled to come in, and then they just keep going further and further. And obviously, like you said, there is like those who pay attention, and those who pay more attention. And like as you rightly said, eventually those who not just pay attention but take action, when they take action, or massive action, they get massive results, right? And it becomes a momentum. So this will really, I know this will help other coaches and healers who are hearing this from you. Ki, what was that experience for you? Because I'm sure you've seen this. There is a lot of magic in the funnel itself, because it's just amazing that people just keep coming, and they just keep going deeper and deeper in their own
Yeah.
inner rewiring, right? So walk us
Yes.
through that. Like, what was that journey for you?
So, funnels, as per se, for me, relationship was my number one point.
Correct.
Um, I first build a relationship with my prospect.
Hmm.
I am not straight away, okay, sir, I have a product. You are a
Ah.
customer. Please buy
Ah.
this. Please,
Ah.
I'm selling this product. No,
Correct.
I'm not
Correct.
doing this at all.
Hmm. Hmm.
First, I understand their problem, give them a solution.
Huh.
They have a problem. I have a solution. First,
Correct.
I align that problem and
Correct.
solution framework.
Correct.
Then I don't sell my product.
Hmm.
I create a urgency, or I create a impression that they have to buy my product. I do
Hmm.
not sell my product.
Hmm.
So once you have developed this type of framework where
Hmm.
where you do not have to sell, and people are ready to buy your product, because every person has a problem,
Correct.
right?
Correct.
Whatever the coaches, whatever
Hmm.
the funnel thing that has been
Mm-hmm.
developed, they all are offering a solution,
Correct.
right?
True.
But they have not identified the right problem.
Mm. Yeah.
There was one lady whom I had consulted for some business coaching and all that, and for
Mm.
doing things. She was having a dance academy where she was involving the dance
Mm.
and the wellness and the yoga and the breathing practice and everything
Mm. Mm.
combined into one program.
Mm.
So her pitch statement was, so we are offering wellness, we are offering yoga, we are offering this, we are offering a 6 month program, we are
Mm.
offering 200 hours of content, we are offering
Mm.
international accreditation. Please buy.
Mm. Mm.
Zero. Zero
Mm.
sales.
Mm.
Then I give her a framework. Are you a person who is suffering from anxiety, depression,
Mm.
weight issues, who is continue to remain stagnant in their life, don't have energy to play with kids, don't have energy to complete the files in the office, then please go and check this program, where
Mm.
this program will help you to identify your inner alignment and rekindle your
Mm.
energy and ignite the passion in you by doing all sort of yoga, dance, meditation, which
Mm.
will help you to transform your life.
Beautiful.
and she adopted, and she was like, oh my God, I didn't understood this framework.
Right.
I didn't understand this thing. So
Mm.
what, for me, funnel is nothing. For
Mm.
me, relationship building,
Right.
people say funnel building, I say relationship building.
Mm. Nice.
I'm ready to give 2 to 3 sessions of mine as a free,
Mm. Mm.
because I'm not into quick fix solution of 2 months, 3 months, 6 months.
Correct.
I'm into a long-term game of 10 year, 15 years.
Mm.
And many of my clients are having that 10, 15-year relationship with me till now.
Mm. Nice. Awesome. Beautiful. I love that reframe. Right? It's not about funnel building, it's about relationship building. And
Yes.
and it's again, it's
And
not
one
just a
more thing I
line.
want to
Mm.
add,
Mm-hmm.
one more thing I
Mm-hmm.
want to add, how
Mm-hmm.
many new customer you can identify? You have to have a
Mm.
repeat customer continuously.
Mm.
Classic example is Haldiram.
Mm.
How many new customer they can identify? Or any McDonald's or any KFC. They're serving to the repeat customer.
Mm. True.
10% will be new customer, but 90% is the repeat customer.
Correct.
Once you start getting the repeat customer, and that repeat customer refers to the new customer,
Correct.
then the magic
Mm.
will start to happen.
Mm.
Your will funnel will be exploded. उसके
Mm.
चिथड़े उड़ जाएंगे funnel के. Once you start to focus on
Right.
the relationship building with your old customers, that's it.
Mm. Amazing. I love it. I'm really glad that, you and we get to connect like this, and, you get to share this. And obviously, since we're recording this, people get to hear this and realize that there's more to it than what seems on the surface. So maybe we'll spend a little more time now, since you kind of, hinted at it. If I was, that expression of fly on the wall. So if I was kind of listening in, or if I had like this, if I was invisible and sitting in your, in your session, it could be a one-on-one, could be in a group. What is it that, you do? What is it that you tell them? Because, in fact, I won't even say what it is. I'm saying I would love to hear what happens actually, like, when you are talking to your client, or or let's say clients in a group. What is it that you do with them? How do you kind of lead them? How do you guide them through the process?
Sure. So first, I go on a one-to-one call with them.
Hmm.
I have a set of questions through which I understand their lives, dreams, goals,
Hmm.
aspirations, problems,
Hmm.
issues, debt
Hmm.
issues, EMI issues, all that sort of thing. It's
Hmm.
kind of creating a financial horoscope for them.
Right. Yes.
I get to know all of the details
Hmm.
through that sheet.
Hmm.
Then I create a blueprint template for them that,
Hmm.
okay, these are your assets,
Hmm.
these are your liabilities,
Hmm.
this is your current monthly flow, this is your
Hmm.
current monthly EMI going, this is your
Hmm.
current monthly investment going.
Hmm.
According to me, this is the amount you will be requiring for the corpus. So suppose if you are having a 1 lakh salary today,
Hmm.
you will be requiring at least 4 to 5 crore of a retirement corpus,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
For that to achieve, you need to invest at least 50 to 60,000 rupees per month. But you have a
Hmm.
1 lakh salary and you don't have
Correct.
money left in
Correct.
anything. You're already so much engrossed with the EMI, with the expenses,
Correct.
with everything.
Correct.
I would say people have two problems.
Hmm.
Either they don't have time, or either they don't have money, or either
Right.
they don't have both. They
Both.
don't have time also, they don't have money also.
Hmm.
So for both of the problem, simply suggest, for time, I ask them, can't you allocate 15 minutes on a monthly basis to track your money where it is going?
Hmm.
First thing.
Beautiful.
Second, and to top up it, um, you are spending close to 150 to 200 hours for your office.
Hmm.
Can't you spend 1 hour for your personal finance money management?
Amazing.
If you are not ready for that, then you will continue to crib and continue to remain broke and continue to
Hmm.
struggle with the money management.
Hmm.
First point. Second
Hmm.
point, I don't have money.
Hmm.
Though I'm earning 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh rupees per month as a
Hmm.
salary. but I don't have money to invest.
Mm.
Can't you invest with 1%?
Mm.
Can't you start with 500 rupees as SIP?
Right.
Make it a habit. Start with
Mm.
500 rupees, then next month make it double to
Right.
1000, then next month make it double to 2000, then next month make it
Mm.
double to 4000. Or start with 1% of your salary, then next month 2%, then next month 3%.
Mm.
In 12 months, you will have 12%. In 3 years, you will have 36%.
Right.
And 30 to 36% is the ideal allocation for the
Mm.
amount. It will take 3 years. Sustained
Mm.
basis, 3 years,
Correct.
consistent, relentless efforts of 3 years. But in
Mm.
3 years, your whole life will be totally changed.
Amazing. Mm.
So once a person goes on a one-on-one call with me,
Mm.
I tell them, please allocate this much amount to this. If you have a money problem, start with small, start with 500 rupees. If you can't spend, say, 500 rupees also, then you
Mm.
don't have the right to crib. Simple.
Mm. Nice. Amazing. I love it. There's so much of depth in this, Ravi. I'm really glad that I get to hear this live, firsthand. So let me kind of go a slightly different tangent, right? This is something that for a little while, like we are now past. I think this is our 76th or 77th podcast, and one thing that I hadn't realized earlier, which we'll come to in a moment, but before we do that, there's another area I realized I had not really focused too much on. It was mainly, your life, your journey. So it was a very sort of solo story, so to speak, right? Like what you shared today. So there's a very important component which I had not, for whatever reasons. Again, it's a growing podcast. So as the child grows up, the needs also change. The realizations also happen. So I realized
Yes.
this the last week when I was doing this, and I said, yeah, going forward, I will definitely ask this question. So let me ask you this: in all of this, how has your family life shifted? Because you've been through a lot, you've done a lot, you've grown a lot, and you're doing so much of powerful work literally on a daily basis. Like you said, your calendar is full, so much so that it's overflowing into, like, now it's 2 month horizon sort of a thing, right? When someone wants to meet you, at a minimum they're waiting about 4 to 6 weeks at least, right? So
Yes.
uh, share with us, like, what has that been like, especially in the context of, like you said, you're working with them, people who are salaried, right? You're not so much as working with coaches per se, but it is primarily, from what you shared, it is salaried people, and
Yes.
you've developed a way to be able to help them. You have a certain set of questions and so on and so forth. So in all of
Yes.
this, when when the day is done and you kind of get that moment to reflect and you're home, uh, how has that changed? Like, if you look at it now versus maybe 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, how has that uh, landscape changed for you?
Okay. So, yes, I am little bit guilty that I am not able to give full enough time to my family.
Mm.
But I have made them realize also that I am not doing it for myself. This I'm
Mm.
not doing it for myself. What is my requirements? If I would say that if I need only 10,000 to 15,000 rupees per month for my own
Mm.
personal expenses. That's it.
Mm.
But whatever I'm doing, it's
Mm.
I'm and this I asked all the working professional, all the people who come to me for guidance. I asked them to ask this to their family also.
Mm.
Whatever you are doing, why you are doing? Yeah,
Mm.
you are doing for your family's benefit,
Mm.
right? If you are spending more time with family and not
Mm.
upgrading your knowledge, your skills, no, you're not developing your side hustle, not developing your money mindset, not
Mm.
developing your multiple streams of income, which I am
Mm.
now focusing on. Like
Mm.
right now, I'm having multiple streams of income,
Mm.
right? But this took a very long 5-10 year of journey of planning and execution.
Mm.
Same way, I'm telling my people, my clients, and to my family also that this I'm not doing it for myself. This
Mm.
I'm doing it for you.
Right.
Earlier, I'm not boasting. I'm not
Mm,
boasting about anything.
mm,
Earlier, for one flight travel, I used to think 2 to 3 times. Like it used to happen once in 5 year or 10 year for just sitting to plan
wow,
for a flight, domestic also,
wow.
right? This is July.
Mm,
This year, I have already completed around 6 domestic travel
mm,
all through the air mode.
mm, mm,
So this I do not want to say that I have earned so much money, so I'm traveling so much. No,
right.
this is the planning and the execution and the results.
Mm,
That yes, by doing this, you will be able to achieve this.
mm,
That's the whole thing. So family have also understood that yes, whatever I'm doing
mm.
it for them. And in this 6 trips, three were solo and three was with the family.
Nice.
So it's not that I'm traveling alone.
Mm,
I'm traveling with the family to give full time to them. I combine my business travel with the family travel so
right.
that they can also enjoy. I can also attend my meetings,
Mm,
my workshops, and they do not feel that they are feeling left out.
right.
And whatever I have ingrained and I have told them multiple times that this is not my mission, this is their
Mm,
mission. If we
mm,
want to have a abundance in life of a 10 crore, 15 crore, 20 crore system, then I
mm,
have to do this. Papa has to do this.
mm,
If Papa will not take calls, Papa will not give the so much time to the clients, then we will not be able to get extra amount of money which will help
mm,
us alleviate our living standard.
mm. Wow. Beautiful. Love that. That's so inspiring. And I'm sure for folks who've been listening, there's a lot of notes that have been taken. So as we slowly start to land the plane, two questions I know that will really help a lot of people. So one is, of course, you shared, the way you work with people. Typically, you do one-on-one. Do you also do group coaching, or is it primarily seeing clients one-on-one at this point?
Personal finance is very much personal.
Mm,
In group coaching, we cannot give
mm,
a strategic,
correct.
targeted answer.
Mm,
I
mm,
cannot discuss one person's salary,
correct.
one person's EMI to some another person in
Correct.
front of them
Correct.
in the group coaching.
Got it. So let
That's
me ask
why
you a
I do a
slightly
one-to-one.
different question. So I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you a slightly different question then. Like
Yeah.
nowadays, especially when we talk about coaching, we talk about, the change in the environment, right? There's a lot more focus on building community. So have you seen that in your journey, as especially now? Yes, you are talking to salaried people, but have you felt that need or that desire that, okay, yeah, you know what? I want to build a community where my members are primarily salaried people, but it's a community that I'm building. So is that something that you're currently designing, working through, creating? Where are you on that journey, Ravi?
So I'm thinking that yes, I should build a community, but
Mm,
right now,
got it.
no one of my client
Huh.
knows how many clients I have
Right.
because this is the confidentiality agreement
Correct. True.
we have to make with
Mm,
our clients because
mm,
money is a very sensitive matter.
correct. Correct.
Even my team doesn't know, they don't have the access to the
Mm,
client's data. Only I have the access to my client's
mm,
data.
mm,
I will ask them to do the background work of multiple things, but
right.
client calls, client relation,
Mm,
I
mm,
only do. And see what happens in group coaching. You come like
mm,
and many coaches come on a group,
mm,
they tell something to do it. 95% people remain off camera. They
mm,
just attend the session for the heck of it, that yes, the
mm,
session is going on, so we have to attend, and
mm,
they don't pay attention to the group session.
right.
But once you are in a one-to-one session, na, you have
Mm,
to be attentive and
got
you
it.
have to take the action. And I do the
Mm,
follow-up regularly that
mm,
yes, sir, I have told you these top three actions, you have to take it. Have you done it?
Mm.
Then
Got it.
I asked my team that please send a gentle reminder
Mm.
that have you done or not.
Got it. Got it. Beautiful.
But
I love that.
99% I only
Mm.
send the reminders on because for client relation I want,
Right.
yes, it feels sometimes burnout,
Yeah.
but they should feel the
Sure.
premiumization of
Sure.
the support, customer service
Mm.
support, that yes,
Mm.
I'm getting one-to-one support. There is a person who is genuinely caring
Correct.
about my need, about my requirement,
Mm.
about my needs, aspiration, dreams.
Mm. Got it. I love that. In fact, I'm curious to see. That's one of the privileges that I have. That when I get to meet, like I've got to meet you today, to sort of in, like you said, the follow up, like 6 months, a year from now, what the conversation will be, and what kind of shifts have happened. So I'm very curious to see how that shifts. And of course,
Sure.
one very important but final question. Um,
Yes.
So this is what we call the journey of mentors, right? So all of us, especially today as coaches, as healers, I'm sure you recognize that none of us made it alone. In English, there's that expression, ki self-made man. And usually for whatever reason, it's a very masculine term. You never hear of someone saying they're a self-made woman. Normally, it's maybe old English or whatever, but it's like saying that so-and-so is a self-made man. A lot of these biographies, autobiographies, or what, I mean, typically biographies, not autobiographies, you'd see this line that is used, right? So I'm going a slightly different tangent, which is nobody, especially us, as in this avatar of being coaches and healers, nobody gets to do it alone, right? So you'll always have these mentors who show up. And what better day than today, Buddha Purnima, where we're literally taking that moment to thank people who entered into our lives. So this
Yeah.
segment works like this. If you can, in your words, as you reflect back on your journey, who are some of these people that stand out the most to you? That, and of course, do name them, because there's an opportunity to express that gratitude for these people who showed up in your life. And also,
Sure.
this is something that what inspired me, which is sometimes when you hear, like when we watch podcasts or listen to podcasts, and you hear somebody talk about their mentors, sometimes you were actually meant to listen to that podcast to get the name of that mentor, because that mentor was sort of doing an exit or an entry into your stage to
Yes.
play a role in your life, right? Like you mentioned Tony Robbins in passing. Now, because we're in this space, we take the name Tony Robbins for granted, but there are a lot of people that do not know who is Tony Robbins, in spite of
Yes.
him being a billionaire and having all this business and having been doing personal development for like over 50 years now. Not everybody knows about it. So I'm just saying that this is a
Yes.
very powerful segment. So if you can, in your own, as you reflect back on the journey, who are some of these people who stood out the most? What about them? And of course, you can share their names and like how that journey was for you.
Sure. Sure. So after realizing the importance of a mentor in my life,
Mm,
because at 2013, if I had a mentor, I would have not closed that business
correct.
and I would have continued to it. So I realized the importance of mentor in my life.
Mm,
So I had a deep desire to learn numerology.
mm,
So I'm a certified
interesting.
numerologist as well. So
Wow.
first I will
Okay.
start with Arvind Sood. I
Mm,
learned numerology from him
right.
when no one knew, no one was. I was following him from 2000. He was coming on
Wow.
TV on Sadhana channel, Sanskar,
Mm,
Astha channel, and talk about Vastu and numerology and
mm,
all that. So when I get an opportunity to learn numerology on the online in the online
mm,
mode in 2017 or 18, I don't
mm,
remember. I jump onto it and I
mm,
learned the numerology. So I'm a certified numerologist as well. Okay.
mm.
Then came our most of our mentors is Siddharth.
Right.
I joined his community. I was watching him since 2017, 18 and all that,
Okay.
but
Interesting.
joined his community in 21 and after
Hmm.
COVID.
Hmm.
Let's see what happens is all this
Ha.
and all about.
Ha.
Then I was struggling, and Siddharth Rajshekhar don't need any introduction and all that, so I am not stressing
Hmm.
more about him.
Sure.
So
Sure.
Siddharth Rajshekhar ILH is my second
Hmm.
guru. Then I was struggling with my job also.
Hmm.
in my corporate career.
Mm.
So then came my mentor Rakesh Rana. I
Okay.
enrolled with him, and I just have recently come from his retreat, offline
Mm.
retreat in Bangalore, where
Mm.
I got a Rising Star Award due to my promotion in the
Mm.
job and all that.
Nice.
So third mentor comes Rakesh Rana.
Mm.
Then I enrolled for an international program called Quantum Leap.
Mm.
Then it changed my life,
Mm.
where Blair Singer,
Right.
through which I completed my the trainer certification,
Mm.
and I completed my Gorilla Business Intensive training from
Mm.
Mac Atram, and
Mm.
then I completed Way of the Champion from Thaddeus Lawrence. All
Mm.
these are international best
Right.
coaches and all that.
Mm.
And everything on top is Tony Robbins,
Right.
where I completed a 6 month course in life transformation from him,
Nice.
and it literally had blew my mind. Like before him, though I was continuously changing my life, but I was thinking
Mm.
that I'm a victim mindset. I have a victim
Mm.
mindset, that why it happened with me only.
Mm.
Why? I was
Mm.
driving my car by seeing at the rear view mirror, not
Mm.
at the windshield.
Wow. Wow.
He made me realize that
Mm.
whatever past has gone has gone.
Right.
Don't drive like
Mm.
by looking at the side glass
Mm.
mirror or the rear view mirror.
Mm.
Look at the windshield and look
Amazing.
at the focus. Look at the
Mm.
thing which you can create. Look at the thing which you can help with. Look at the thing which you, through your working, through your efforts, you can transform the life of the others. And that's where it's
Nice.
the IAT framework born, which is
Mm.
information, awareness, and transformation.
Mm.
Through I want to build an information hub.
Right.
Through my information, you will get the awareness about your
Correct.
personal finance journey,
Correct.
and by having that awareness, you will get the transformation on your personal
Amazing.
finance journey.
Wow. Amazing. I love it. Ravi, it's been such a pleasure, and I
Just
know.
to add,
Go
sorry,
ahead.
Rahul, just to
Go
add,
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
have spent close to 20 to 25 lakh rupees
Mm.
on my learning and development journey in
Yeah.
last 5 years,
Beautiful.
and am, I have got it all the thing back, and
Mm.
I have like you say that the best investment you can make is on yourself,
Yeah.
and the product is in front of you.
Amazing. Well, like I said, I am truly blown away, and when I'm sharing this with you, it's because I feel your energy, and I just love the way that you've tapped into something so much bigger. And as I was saying before, also, and I mean it, that picture to bhi baki hai. It's like literally the world, and more of the world is going to find you, is going to find out about you, and learn from you. And as you said, information is what people come for. Uh, Transformation is what they take with them out into the world, and that it's like pay it forward, right? So what they learn, that transformation they
Yes,
receive, they get to take it out into the world, and in turn they become these agents of change. So
yes, yes.
definitely, it's been a very powerful experience for me personally, and I'm really glad that we got to meet like this, and
Thank you so much.
really wish you lots and lots and lots of luck and good fortune, and you know even more powerful stories, because you tell a beautiful story, you tell a very powerful story, and many within that. So and of course, for those folks who have reached this point, that there's something very, very magical about Ravi's story that has held you, that has given you that hope that anything can change, life can get better. If it was worse
Yeah,
before, it can get better, and that
yes.
that this is just the beginning, and that you get to change your life for the rest of your life. So big thank you
Yes.
to you, Ravi, and of course a big thank you to each of you who've tuned in and who've listened to Ravi to this point. And we will of course be sharing Ravi's details, so you can reach out to him, share, in fact, follow, what is it they say, like, subscribe, and or follow Ravi in all the work that he's doing, in all the content that he's creating. And definitely reach out to him, because at the end of the day, when it comes to money, having somebody who has been there, who has walked through those gates of fire, fiery gates of hell, if you want to call it that, and come to the other side with that, with your spirit intact. I think that is what is truly inspiring. So it's been an absolute joy, Ravi. And
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
as always, for those of you who are tuning in, this is our continuous intention. Today was a great example of that. Why we keep reaching out to, connect with people who are healers and coaches who have a message, who have a mission, and they get to share it here with you and inspire you, right? So thank you once again, Ravi.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you for inviting me to the your podcast to your show, and thank you for hearing my side of story and my message to all the working professionals.
Right.
My humble request to all of you: please do not invest in all these fixed market instruments, which is
Mm,
giving you 7 to 7.5% return. That's it. Inflation is 10, 11%, and you are investing in 7 to 7.5%. Please stop. Identify, seek the help of a financial advisor who works on the fee, who do not sell any product to you, and who do not charges any commission.
mm.
Please, my humble request, my humble admission to all of you, whoever watching this, that please do not procrastinate and start taking action.
Beautiful, beautiful. And of course, as I said before, these pods are inspiring, and this is what inspires me to keep coming back. So as always, remember, those of you out there, to live your purpose. And of course, we'll be back with many, many more. God bless. And just hang on one quick second, Ravi, while I just pause our live stream, and then we'll wrap it here before I catch up with you. Okay. So with that, of course, those of you watching this as a final cut, we will definitely be sharing Ravi's details. So please do reach out to him. And especially as you yourself said, right now, at this point, your focus is on one on one. So, this is your opportunity to get Ravi's attention while it's available. Right now, you may have to, it sounds like there's a wait list, but I can tell you that it is definitely worth it. So please do reach out and connect with Ravi. And having said all of that, of course, as always, remember to live your purpose. God bless, and we will see you in the next one.
Thank you.
Awesome.